is a mystery. Burial is a secret. But what happens when the dead refuse to stay buried? Sometimes things cannot come back. But what if they do? I'm Beatrix. I'm studying in St. Xavier's institution as a Form 3 student. The school code is PEB 1110. Today, I will take you on a journey to this book called Pet Sematary, written by Stephen King, the master of horror himself, consisting of 465 pages, published by Stoughton and Hodler in 1983. Without further ado, let's know more about what's going on inside this book. It's just about a physician that relocates to Maine in Chicago. Despite its tranquility, Chicago is filled with dangerously speedy cars. And he relocated there with his wife Rachel, 2 children, Gage and Ellie, as well as his cat Winston Churchill. Judd introduces the family to a pet cemetery that's located behind the house. And he says that place is a place where the dead souls rest and talk with one another. One day, when Dr. Creed was left alone, he discovers that Church got hit by a vehicle. And so, since Judd knows about his cat being dead, he persuades Dr. Creed to bury the cat in a specific place, not just in the cemetery, but on top of the hill, a Micmac ancient ground. And there's more to it that meets the eye. In the next day, when Dr. Creed was organizing the basement, there was a cat that walks in. But it's not just any cat, it's Church! Church basically came back to life, and it's filled with injuries and has a foul odor. And this is not just Church himself. Church has gone savage. That's right, savage. It's as if he turns into a zombie. And a while later, Dr. Creed's son Gage wanders into the road and got hit by a truck. And meanwhile, he got back to life again as he got buried in the same spot as Church. And this is not just the same sweet old little Gage. This is the Gage that becomes evil and violent. So violent that he kills Judd. And when Dr. Creed's wife Rachel discovers it, she saw Gage walking out saying, "Mom, I brought something for you." And he holds out a scalpel. And to know more, you can read this book. Now, what I've learned from this book is that we should appreciate everything we've got right now. And besides that, we also need to be careful with what we wish for. Because, you see, Dr. Louis Creed wished that Gage would come back to life in this book. And yet, he did come back to life. But he became a zombie. Because he became evil. And besides that, we also need to embrace the present. Basically, same thing as appreciating, but you get what I mean. Because you see, back then, Dr. Louis Creed didn't really have a good relationship with his family members. And look what happens now. Church died, Gage died, and you'll know what happened to Rachel. And as promised, I'll tell you why it's misspelled. It starts with S and ends with ARY. So you see, Stephen King used SEMATARY as a way to increase the audience's attention with this word being misspelled. And the suffix ARY indicates the warning of danger. And this also indicates that Stephen King himself also used to have a pet cemetery behind his house. That's all from me. I hope you enjoy this. But remember, sometimes that is better. Wanna know why? Find out in Pet Sematary if you dare to read.